night than we usually have our call. We usually have our call on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, but we had some scheduling conflicts. But thank you for taking the time to join us. We are going to walk through our referral bonus program again, just to remind you about that. And then Tony Gerald is going to talk about our ERP offerings and what's going on in that industry right now. We'll walk through our kudos and anniversaries. We're going to talk about our medal program, which is new, and walk through some awards that we've received so far for some of you for that. And then talk about hardware returns, and then we'll do our thank you and gift cards, or do our gift card giveaway. So as far as the referral bonus, we just like to remind everyone, especially when we have someone like Tony come on the call and give us a presentation about some of the things that we can do for our customers at Experis. We just like to remind you that we do have a sales referral bonus program and a consultant referral bonus program. For the sales referral bonus, like any lead that you give us that results in invoice revenue of $10,000 or greater is qualified for a bonus. The bonus is $1,000 for existing clients and $2,000 for new clients. And then the bonuses are paid within 30 days once the client has been invoiced the $10,000. For the candidate referral program, W-2 consultants are eligible to participate. Referrals are good for a year. So if you refer someone to us and they get placed within a year, you get a bonus. The bonus is a one-time payment per candidate, and it's paid after they work for 450 hours. And that's applicable to PMs and analysts. There's some projects where it doesn't qualify, like a training project or a go live, chart abstraction, call center, certain projects like that. But you all are our eyes and our ears at our client sites. And obviously you have coworkers you've worked in the past that you know are good. So definitely please send us those sales referrals and candidate referrals. As far as sales referrals go, you can send them to your resource manager or me or to your salesperson. The candidate referrals, you would generally send them to the recruiter that recruited you when you came into the company. But again, you can also send them to me or your RM if you're not sure who to send it to. And Tony, I will turn it over to you.
All right, thank you very much. Let me share my screen and we'll get going here. Okay, hopefully everybody can see a slide coming up that's really similar to the slide you just saw. Okay, I wanted to chat for just a little bit about ERP. Obviously, within the company and the various companies that have rolled into who we are today, there's been a primary focus on clinical applications and in healthcare. That obviously makes sense. We are making a larger push now to get into the ERP sector, which I'll go over exactly what that means and what that entails. There is a lot of business out there right now in the ERP space. In some cases are expecting that this year it'll actually eclipse the number of opportunities in the clinical area. So we're trying to position ourselves for the opportunities there. So I'll go through real quick here. What is ERP? The actual, I guess, definition, or one definition. It stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. It's a broad categorization. And sometimes it can be used loosely and not uniformly, but we'll go over in a little bit more detail what that means. It's any type of software that you manage day-to-day enterprise resources. So what's an enterprise resource? Well, it's, to break it down into large chunks, it's either people or money. And so if you think of ERP as software that includes the management of finances or people, you would be generally right. Sometimes they can include some performance metrics, performance management software in those suites as well. But that's generally what they're talking about. Right now, there's obviously a huge focus in AI and trying to advance decision-making support. And a lot of that plays into the ERP space as well. Let me see here. For ERP, today, and I'll talk a little bit more about this, just covered at a high level. The top three players according to class. Number one is Workday. They are, as far as a standalone ERP system, they are considered the one to beat right now. They are a very capable system. They haven't been in healthcare all that long, honestly. Probably 6 or 7 years ago, you never heard about Workday. At least I never heard about Workday in healthcare at all. And now they're kind of the one that is the default one to be considered when these different facilities are looking to make a change. Number two, according to class, is Oracle ERP. I would say that's probably based on a customer acceptance, not necessarily volume. Oracle ERP is getting more interesting because of the fact that Oracle purchased Cerner, and they are interested in trying to put together a suite of products, much like Meditech has, that includes not only the clinical but the ERP applications as well. So number three would be Infor Cloud Suite, previously known as Lawson. That might be more familiar to some people than the term Infor, because that was an acquisition here a few years back. So graphically, just to show you what we were talking about, if you can remember, money or people, that's ERP. In a broad sense, that's what we're talking about. HR payroll on the resource side, the human resource side, and then supply chain finance reporting and analytics on the financial side. I have this in here just as a placeholder to talk about, and I'm more than happy to send this to you. One thing that can get a little bit confusing is not all of the manufacturers call everything the same. For example, some of them are similar, like supply chain management, but then Workday might call it spend management. And so it doesn't line up across the board, except for HCM. The human capital management lines up across all of the major players. The other ones, their particular modules can be named different things, which is a little bit hard to follow. According to class, here's kind of the wins and losses per se, if you will. Workday has the most wins. It looks like Oracle does, but that includes Cerner at 29. And I think the next one is actually Infor. But then once you get below those top tier companies, you get down to UKG, which is timekeeping, HR, and recruitment. Premier has an ERP solution as well. SAP, which is huge outside of healthcare. And it's an application that Manpower is actually a gold partner with SAP. And we do quite a bit worldwide, but not a lot in the United States, and certainly very little in healthcare. Microsoft has a platform where ERP could be developed, and there's some smaller players there. And then you have Sage, Allscripts, Meditech. Meditech's not a standalone ERP, but they do have an ERP system built into the larger application. So why are we interested in ERP right now? Just reiterating, the referral bonus is kind of cool, nice for a vacation, to help with the vacation or something. Our supply chain and charge capture assessments are generating multi-millions of dollars to our customers' bottom lines right now. We're having a lot of success and going in and looking at, it's not just a supply chain assessment, but it's an integrated look into the supply chain and also the charge capture for those supplies, which at least at this point, I'm told no other companies are doing. So that's been good for our clients. the point number three, we already have the clients. I mean, we're working in these clients every day, and whether it's a conversation in the hallway or at lunch or something, if you hear of things come up, um, it's easy to add a talking point with an existing client or to refer it on to sales or somebody to follow up on what that opportunity might be. The global ERP market was valued at $6.3 billion in 2020, and it's expected to reach $9.16 billion in 28. So the compounded annual growth rate of 6.4% is higher than actually what we're seeing in the clinical space as far as the future opportunities. So that has our attention, and we're trying to get into that market more and more. Okay, there's a growing adoption of cloud-based ERPs, which is the top players that we just went over all have cloud-based options, and that seems to be by and large what's favored at this point in the industry. There is some pent-up demand in the industry right now based on Meditech being a full ERP and an EMR system. And so when hospitals have made the decision to leave Meditech to Epic or for another EMR system, generally what happens is Meditech, the financial or the ERP components are left in place. And one of the things we're seeing is we saw a huge Epic wave, and it's not, and we're still in that wave, but I would say probably on the trailing edge of that Epic wave of conversion to from Meditech. We're starting to see now a wave behind that of those facilities that are looking to source replacements for their Meditech ERP systems. And so I think that's partially responsible for some of the growth of these hospitals that left to Epic, and now they need to do something with the remainder of their Meditech system that's been left in place. And honestly, another reason, just COVID by nature of what has happened and it's changed the industry, has really increased our focus on the supply chain systems and ERP in general. And it's tended to point out a lot of soft spots in the industry, and it has gotten the attention of the C-suite. And so in many cases, they're willing now to invest in modernizing their ERP systems, whereas before COVID, they were not. GP dollars and percentage on ERP projects are very, very good, typically better than they are on the EMRs, on the EMR projects. There is a shortage of organizations right now in healthcare that can do this work. And our clients really would rather have somebody that knows healthcare helping them with these initiatives, but oftentimes they end up using one of the cross-industry firms like KPMG or Pricewaterhouse or Deloitte to do this work. And I can tell you that the outcome from those conversions, there's a lot of optimization because they don't truly understand healthcare all that well in some areas. So that has left a lot of work on the table. Any comment before I go on? Comments or questions or what anybody's seeing out there in the market?
I think everyone's probably muted, but if you do have a question, you can add it to the chat.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, then I'll just continue on, and we'll get to the end and see if there's any questions then. What has changed in the marketplace? We mentioned COVID. The COVID-19 pandemic really showed the weaknesses on our supply chain and the weaknesses in our product or applications trying to manage the supply chain. It has moved sourcing for materials in many cases to be onshore or nearshore, as opposed to what they were before, and all the problems we had during the pandemic as far as getting supplies in. There again, it's gotten the attention of the C-suite of what's going on. I remember one place I was at, and the director said, I had never met any of the C-level executives, and now I meet with them now every single week. So just to show how it's highlighted the need for a strong supply chain and an ERP system. I mentioned the cloud-based conversion that started to happen before COVID, but now with COVID, things getting better there, they're back in the hunt for cloud-based ERP systems and those conversions. Developments in advanced decision making and AI contribute to what makes it important more so now than in the past for ERP. The past wake of mergers and acquisitions have left many hospital systems attempting to operate on dissimilar ERP or EMR platforms. And so that's creating a wave of conversions as well. So if you're at a site where there are dissimilar systems, that might be an opportunity to, if the subject comes up, to talk about our capabilities, or at least be able to let them know that we can work also in the ERP space if they have sites that need to be converted onto whatever the chosen platform is for the system. Typically, I've found, at least in my experience, that ERP has been slow to change in many cases because CFOs just in general are not, they don't care for change a whole lot. I've met with many CFOs that said, change every other part of the system except leave my general ledger alone. Well, we can't do that, but that's the type of sometimes position that they have, and that has delayed some of the financial migrations in the past. Now we're getting to the point where some of those systems are running out of support and they're running out of time. So they are, now the CFOs are interested in funding migrations to a more modern system. So I wanted to keep it short. It's a lot of material and it's not exactly the most riveting subject in the world, and I realize that. I wish it was more exciting to talk about, but the highlight is that there are opportunities out there in the ERP space. If we keep our ears open and listen for the keywords like supply chain, like general ledger, HR, timekeeping, those type of words, when the system, our clients are talking about what's in their future, then, those are all buzzwords for potential opportunity, in which, hopefully we can pay out a whole bunch of referral bonuses for new business.
Yes, thank you so much, Tony. And if anyone does have any questions for him, please put them in the chat or reach out to me or your resource manager, and we can pass them on and we'll share the presentation as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I think I am turning it over to V to walk through our kudos to all the positive comments we have gotten for all of you.
Thank you, Tony. And thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I do want to give a bunch of shout outs. So let's get going. I'll motor mouth this so I don't take forever, but we have a couple from Bryan Health. We have Mary Mitchell and Mike Snell working there for us now. And Mary was actually called out by one of our internal Go Live Services project managers, Nicole. She said, she reached out to Donna Lynn and said, I'm the project manager here at Kearney, which is one of the sites for Bryan, for the At the Elbow support team. She said, I've been working with Mary on site here. I just wanted to let you know she's fantastic and such a pleasure. I've loved working with her. So thank you, Mary, for making such a wonderful impression. Mike Snell, like I said, got some kudos from the IT applications manager over clinical services. Her name is Teresa. Thank you for leading the team through the discussion today on the iReferral Charter. Your professionalism, organization, and pre-work were evident. Good discussion and participation occurred. You had a great way of getting engagement from the participants. Wow, that's really nice. Thank you, Mike. I've got them written out here. Okay. And at Boston Children's, we have Courtney Severin, and we received some positive feedback from Teresa Toscano. Not sure what her title is, but she let us know that Courtney's doing a wonderful job. So congrats for being recognized. Janine Vauquer at Novant. She was called out by one of the bariatric surgeons there. Janine was a great teacher. I appreciate her insight. She kept my attention despite being post-call and working half the night. I'm going to look ahead and see if I'm in her group for training April 9th. Way to go, Janine. More kudos. Let's see. Kara Wayrock and Haley Johnson are at Northern Light Health right now, and they are being called out by Amanda Curtis, the manager of the Patient Service Center. She says, last week was extremely hectic. We all had to adapt to workflows that were not our norm. Kara went above and beyond, and we are so thankful for her. She was pulled into many different directions and did not hesitate. She's a huge asset to our leadership team. Kara and Haley both worked a lot to get caught up. Thank you both very much. A call out for Deanie Piercy doing some backfill at Salina Regional Health Center. Kelly Drake, who is the operating room nurse manager, said, thank you so much for being our IT savior. Okay, this is a multiple one, but let's get everybody's name here. David Grant, Glenda Bell Wallace, Rosalind or Roz Jenkins, Darius Lightfoot, Cole Seeley, and Demetrius Hardwick at Northern Light Health. And let's see, Darcy wanted to make sure that she took a minute to give a huge shout out to all our backfills, especially those at EMMC. David, Glenda, Roz, Cole, Darius, and Demetrius have been so lucky. We have been so lucky to have this crew. Each one of them have become such an asset to our team. They all are more than willing to jump in and help at any time, regardless, and have really been a breath of fresh air. Beyond thankful for each of them. Whew, way to go. In follow-up, Danny at Northern Light shared a comment in an email as well to Darcy's comments. She said, I echo Darcy's sentiments. We haven't had a strong backfill team as strong as we do right now. I too am beyond grateful for each of you for giving it your all each day and supporting our team. Wow. Nice job, Northern Light Health folks. Okay, Kyle Golot at Northern Light. In response to an email that Kyle sent to Jess, who is Jessica Briggs. She is a nurse team lead in the Integrated Bedside Technologies team. She said, thank you, Kyle. I also wanted to give you kudos, as I just realized you have repeatedly demonstrated an incredibly helpful and insightful trait. You've picked up on when I'm underwater with project tasks and have offered to provide help with specific items and kept me in communication loop as you've worked on them. I just realized what a huge relief that approach has provided for me at key times when the project has been incredibly busy. Your knowledge and methodology for sharing it with the team and me has been greatly appreciated. Way to go. Appreciated. Way to go. Tammy Taylor at Baylor Scott and White. Tammy received a wonderful comment after working on an issue that had been outstanding for 18 months. Oh my goodness. Tammy worked with Amanda Mahoney and other leadership to put in correction and received this message after the issue was fixed. Thank you so much, Tammy. You are a rock star. And we agree. Way to go, Tammy. 18 months. Whoa. Okay, Belinda Johnson over at the Athena Health, Sutherland Healthcare Solutions. Thank you for your immense support and guidance. That's coming from Saravanan Ramalingam, the Associate Manager of Service Delivery Management for Sutherland. Justin Brown from our multi-vendor practice, Allscripts, over at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. This was in a message that was sent to the OMS manager for MSK, and it's coming from Christina Swartzwelder. She's one of the physician assistants. She said, over the past 14 years, I've had to work a lot with IT. I just wanted to pass along how helpful Justin Brown has been. He is super responsive, very professional, and overall very easy to work with. He really sticks out from all the people I've worked with in the past. Oh, nice. Scott Revlett is down at Willis Knighton Health with our Meditech practice. They're in Shreveport. Thanks for all your help with all our stuff. You are so easy to work with and make my job so much easier. I appreciate you so much for all your help and appreciate your positive attitude with each challenging situation. I'm going to have to retire when they don't renew your contract. LOL. That's coming from Lisa James, a physical therapist and assistant director of physical medicine and rehabilitation. Scott, amazing job. Off to someone else. Libby?
Libby.
Awesome.
Me. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am going to go over all of our anniversaries that are 5 years or longer. So we're going to start out with an amazing 16-year accomplishment with Mary Jo Godwin. She's been with us in the MVP practice, which is the multi-vendor practice. Amazing, Mary Jo. Great to have you that long. Then we have Robin Organ with the Cerner practice. She has been with us for 13 amazing years. Great to have you still with us, Robin. And then for also 12 amazing years is Rhonda Croak. She's with the Epic practice. And then Fran, who reports to me. Hi, Fran. He has been with us an amazing 11 years. He's also with the multi-vendor practice. And then a very special thank you to Donna Lynn, who is one of our resource managers. She's been with us 8 years. Amazing job, Donna Lynn. We couldn't do it without you. And then Bradley Elliott with our multi-vendor practice has been with us for 7 years, which is amazing. Catherine Washington with the Cerner practice, an amazing 5 years. David Smeltzer with the multi-vendor practice, another amazing 5 years for David. And then Leah Sheffett, multi-vendor practice, 5 years as well. So congratulations to everyone. Amazing accomplishment. It's been great having you with us.
Yes, really great kudos and anniversary. So congratulations, everyone, and thank you. So I'm going to just talk really quickly about our medals program, and then Joe's going to walk us through some of the medals that have come in so far. The medals program is a newer program that has recently started sometime last year. And periodically emails will go out to our clients, you know, kind of explaining the program to them and then giving them the opportunity to nominate some of our consultants for medals. Your recruiter, your resource manager, and your salesperson, your BDM, will receive a copy of that medal information if you're nominated. And then usually your resource manager will share that with you. I mean, we always will share it, but it'll probably be your resource manager. And I'm just going to walk through the different medals real quick. There's an achiever medal, a communicator medal, learner, problem solver, producer, and team player. So, you know, if you don't get a medal, don't worry. It's, you know, sometimes clients are busy and they don't have the, you know, they kind of look at the email and probably don't get back to it. But, you know, if you do receive one, we'll definitely share it with you. Just like any positive feedback that we get from our clients, it's something that we could potentially pass on to the next potential client when we send you over for consideration for an opportunity. So I'm going to turn it over to Joe to walk through some of the medals that we've received so far.
All right, and these are very exciting. I'm very excited to share these with everybody. So at Athena Health, nominated by Mindy Orr for Problem Solver, Kim Hastings, Angela O'Boyle, Evelyn Dennis, and Francisco Vigil. Congratulations on the Problem Solver medal. And Team Player for Belinda Johnson. Again, those are all at Athena Health. Achiever at Dan Garcia at Boone Hospital Center. We also got a comment for Dan. Dan is always just great to work with. I had an urgent request for our CFO and CEO, and he got that request done timely. His patience as we change priorities is wonderful. And that's from Brenda Sexton, the IT director at Boone Hospital Center. A great job, Dan. And some more medals: communicator, problem solver, producer, team player. Whew, Lincoln Farnham at Clark Memorial Hospital. Great job, Lincoln. And a comment for Lincoln: thank you for all your hard work in filling report needs. So glad you were part of our team. Lincoln, we really appreciate your help on our requests and being part of our team. And that's Larry Reverman, Director of IT and Telecommunications. Larry also had great feedback for Betsy Edelman, who got an achiever, problem solver, learner, producer, team player, communicator for Betsy. I was very happy to share that information with her, even though she already knew. And then another comment: thanks for all you do each and every day. We are so glad you are part of our team. Betsy, thank you for your commitment to Clark and being part of our team for so many years. And again, that's Larry Reverman, Director of IT and Telecommunications at Clark Memorial. Also a communicator one for Nicholas Gincana at Seattle Children's Hospital. So great job there, communicator medal for Nicholas. A few more: communicator medal for Mary Mitchell at Bryan Medical Center. Another comment: Mary is an incredibly talented project manager. She takes time to understand the issues, seeks clear definitions of solutions, and communicates consistently with customers. She is able to deliver tough messages, motivate a team to finish challenging work, and complete follow-ups. She is a tremendous asset to our team and to our team as well. That was from Christy Mook, PMO manager at Bryan Medical Center. And a whole lot more medals right here: achiever, problem solver, learner, producer, team player, communicator for Christus Health. That goes to Luke Harris, Sharika Johnson, Walker Daniels, Alani Williams, and Evelina Longoria. Sharika is always positive and upbeat. Alani is a definite asset to the team's success. She's proactive and approaches each user with kindness and respect. And that's from Deidre Simmons, training manager at Christus. Another one at Christus: Ricardo Gonzalez, achiever, problem solver, learner, team player, communicator. And then Trang Tran, achiever medal there as well at Christus Health. So great job, all of you guys. And that's it. So hopefully we'll have lots more to share with you guys on our next call, but that was great. I really enjoyed reading all those.
Thanks, Joe. That was great. I have the really, really exciting slide of hardware returns. Woohoo! I think you might be surprised how much time we actually spend on this. So that's why we keep bringing it up. But if you have recently, or maybe even it's been a couple of months, or who knows, a year, we're hoping that you have kept your box. We really need you to keep those boxes and return that hardware that was shipped in that box. Also, if there are any shipping labels that came in that box, most of the time, unless it's been a really, really long time, those can be used to send your equipment back. Of course, you can also get new labels from us when you're ready to ship your equipment back if it is needed. But it is really, really important that any of that outstanding equipment that you guys have be shipped back promptly. Most people don't know, but we do pay for that. We rent those machines from a third-party company called SmartSource, and a lot of you have probably called them before, but yeah, we actually do rent them. So the longer you keep that equipment, the more that comes out of the Experis budget. If you could help us out with that, that certainly does make a big deal for us. But also, we do have to make note of any unreturned equipment in our system. So if that's something that does not get returned, we have to ask for 6 months. We do have to record that and hang on to that information for the future. So we're hoping that you can help us out and get that returned, that hardware back and returned as soon as possible. And that's it. That's it for hardware returns. And thanks a lot for helping us out, everyone.
All right. So we're on to the good part where we are going to go do our gift card giveaway. So I will stop sharing and let Susan share her screen.
All right. Can you see it?
Yay. Oh, wow. Oh, the
We're ready
flowers
for
are.
spring. All right,
They're
Joe, are
upside
we
down
ready?
on my screen.
The
What do you have?
They're upside down.
Oh, I know. I've got a spin.
It could just be the wheel.
Oh,
All
they'll
right. Yeah.
spin. Got it. Spin.
Oh,
All
they will.
right.
Oh, I'm excited.
Are we ready to go?
I'm
Yeah.
ready if you guys are.
Here we go.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, that is making me dizzy. I gotta.
All right, Bruce Boyd, congratulations, big winner.
Right. How many do we have, Stephanie?
10.
Oh, there's a phone number. If anybody has that phone number, if you could write it in the context or just reach out to your RM, I'm sure we'll figure it out too. But there's a number for a winner, so congratulations. Paul Keogh, congratulations. All right.
Oh, nice music.
That's fun.
And Anthony Graham,
Yay.
big winner. Oh, Sandra Bloom, congratulations. Yay, Anne, congratulations, Anne Brooks. Beatrice Dudley, congratulations.
3 more.
All right. Fred Stradling, congratulations.
Yay, Kevin.
Kevin Joyner. All right, so we have one more.
1 more.
All right.
This is it.
Big
This is
one.
the big one.
Jeffrey. All right. Congratulations, everybody. That was exciting.
Congrats, everybody.
Congratulations. So it's a
Congratulations.
$25 gift card from Amazon, and I'll email those out to y'all by the end of the week.
Wonderful.
And send you an email too, just so you know that it's on its way, so you can be on the lookout for it. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you to all the RMs for all your awesome presenting, and congratulations to everyone for those kudos and medals. Very exciting.
Great job.
Have a great
Thank you,
week.
Stephanie.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
great
night.
week.
Everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.